world? My name is Nicholas Montez, and you're watching my YouTube channel, Nicholas Montez. Welcome back to another YouTube channel video, everybody. I'm so excited to have y'all back here together again. And in today's video, we're going to be reviewing the 4th episode of Hawkeye, Partners, Am I Right? I know that this took a long time to review, because I was technically supposed to review it Friday. Well, actually, the video was supposed to be out Friday. But, it's been a while since I've actually had a weekend to relax. And I wanted to take that time to kind of relax, so that's kind of, and also I've kind of been lazy, so that's on me, but at least I'm getting this video out, and plus I'm not doing many videos this weekend, so it's okay. But with that said, let's get started reviewing this week's episode of Hawkeye. And for me, this was another great episode from Hawkeye. I think one of my favorite things about Hawkeye is that ever since, like, the first episode, I've just been loving, ever since we got those first 2 episodes, I've just been loving this series. And for me, it's honestly my favorite series of Disney Plus MCU because, now obviously it's kind of like Falcon Winter Soldier, where the only episode I really liked was loved was the first episode, but Hawkeye is a different story because even though, like, the scores that I give them doesn't mean that I don't love them. I love all the episodes that we've gotten. They just haven't been as good. The show has been so good in that each episode, when they keep coming, it just keeps getting better and better. But I have to put it, like, low in their episode place because they're just so good. So let's talk about this episode. Right off the bat, one of the things I love about this show is that it's just so lighthearted. And that, as it is a lighthearted Christmas show, it works at that. The scene where Hawkeye and where Clint and Kate are basically having a little Christmas celebration where they're making, like, little alcohol drinks. She's teaching Kate how to turn off the TV with a nickel or a dime. Talking about the shots that they took, the shot they didn't take, and it delivers some emotion in there. So, I thought it all worked. Some of the action, like the reveals with Yelena and stuff, it was all great. And also, I have a theory with the LARPers, since I honestly didn't expect the LARPers to come back in this episode. I actually didn't really expect them to come back in the show itself. But the fact that the LARPers are actually coming back, like, that kind of gets me excited. And also, you know, that's really all I have to say about the good on this episode. It was lighthearted, it dived deep into the character of Hawkeye more, it had some good reveals, it was just another great episode of Hawkeye. So that's my review for episode, that's my good stuff on it. Now let's move on to the bad. And honestly, I can definitely say that this is an episode where I feel like that, this is one of the episodes that I feel like has flaws. And pretty much, if you think about it, first off, I think the big problem here is that when you have this plotline when Kate and Clint are trying to get this Rolex in Maya's apartment, the specific plotline with them getting the Rolex is just kind of confusing because we don't really know why Clint wants it. We know that it will reveal the identities of the Avengers, but I'm starting to think that it might have something to do with keeping the secret of Ronin safe. So maybe that's the reason why he wants it so badly, but I'm not sure. I'm not exactly sure why they really need this Rolex. And once again, the story with the tracksuit mafia, of course, they're still not big threats. They don't feel like an actual threat. Of course, seeing Yelena again, it's just kind of fun, but I'm wondering what they're gonna do with all this. So that's really all the bad I have to say on this episode. This was another great episode from Hawkeye, action-packed, lighthearted, character-driven story. I loved this episode. But at the same time, it is my least favorite episode because it actually has problems. But overall, I did enjoy it. So that's my review for episode 4 of Hawkeye. Before I give my final score, be sure to comment down below What were your thoughts on episode 4 of Hawkeye? Did you guys love it? Did you guys hate it? We're right in between. Let me know all your thoughts down below in the comment section below. With that said, let's get on with my scores. Alright, so that's it for my scores, but we're not done here yet. We have one more thing to do before we end this video, and that's to talk about some theories I have for next week's finale and future MCU projects. Alright, so for me, probably the biggest theory that I'm probably having is that when Hawkeye, after the big fight with Yelena, Kate, and Clint, and Clint was like, someone has hired a Black Widow assassin. I'm starting to think that the big guy is now going to be Valentina Allegra Devontaine and not Kingpin. Now there's a 50-50 chance that it could still be Kingpin. And I don't honestly think we're going to be getting Kingpin in this series. I think it would be more appropriate if they did it in the Echo series, because there's not really a reason to put Kingpin in this show. Even though there is a big guy, but I don't know. Those are really my theories, and also I'm having a feeling that probably in next week's episode, the Rolex is going to be a big part of what this series is going to be. Maybe episode 5 is the episode where it actually reveals that Clint is actually Ronin and he killed a lot of people. And it's just going to make something very big for a lot of people. And so, that's the stuff I'm excited to see, though. That's the stuff I am hoping to see. But, yeah, that's really all my theories I have to say about this episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. My Instagram is Marble6, my TikTok is Marble6Man. If you guys don't understand those names, head to my about section so you can follow me on all social medias. I'm also on Letterboxd. It's the same as Instagram, _6_, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.